you are replacing Kareena in Bajrangi Bhaijaan. Where is that coming from?
I want to know you. Do you know where it's coming
No.
from? Because I read about my life in the newspapers. I'm like, my mom sent me the same article with a question mark on it. When were the 6 blockbusters, like you said, happened? People were writing good things. Now people are writing about the two. You give them another hit film, they'll talk about the hit film. Arabic Kuttu was like on every reel, every single reel. When I went to Chennai and I went to the beach, I remember I thought nobody is going to recognize me so much. And when I went there, everyone's like, Butta Mumma, Butta Mumma. And I'm like, oh my God, I've become Butta Mumma. And you don't need to justify to every single thing that's out there. Because at one time then, you don't justify. Also, people will be like, matlab, ye sach hai. But you're just tired of justifying. Hi, this is Pooja Hegde and you're watching me on Koimoi.com.
Hello and welcome to Koimoi. This is Shubham Kulkarni and today's conversation with me is Bhaijaan from the much anticipated Kisi Ka Bhai Kisi Jaan. Hello Pooja, welcome to Koimoi.
Thank you.
Before we get on to those complex conversations, I doubt we will, but tell me, how do you eat all of this? Then be on a Salman set where food is like the main character and then be maintained.
I live to eat. I am Po from Kung Fu Panda. Have you seen that Panda
Of
film
course.
where he's like, they give him food and they make him do push-ups like that. So that's me. I live to eat and I don't mind working out extra as long as I get to eat whatever I want.
Okay, but that's hard to believe, by the way. A character from Kung Fu Panda. So well
Nobody
maintained.
believes me until they see me eat and then they're shocked.
Okay,
Yeah.
but so this is the year that marks a decade into the films. You started out in 2012. You finally have a movie where it's with Salman Khan after working with the biggest stars possible, and you're headlining that movie with him. The actor in you, is it content? Are you content with everything that happened with you?
Yes and no.
Yes and no.
Yes and no.
Okay.
A lot of me is very like, part of me is very happy that I've come where I have, like I've reached so far. But then there's this part where I'm like, no, but I have still so much more to say, so much more to prove, so much more, so many different kinds of roles I want to do, films I want to do, so many stories to tell that I'm still like, there's a lot more ahead. So it's a mix of both.
Okay, but do you really think people are yet to take you seriously in terms of believing in you that you can handle a film on your shoulders as a hero of the film? With no
Now that you're saying it, you're making me feel very bad, and you're like,
No.
do you think yet people have...
Not really, but I'm asking you, do you really think there is still time or you have arrived? What do you think? Where you don't need a man to rescue you, you are the hero of the film.
I think until you do it, you'll never know, but you have to just jump in and do the film and not worry so much about all of that. You have to tell good stories. When you tell good stories, then people connect, and when people connect, it automatically becomes a hit.
But then what's the most difficult part of being on a set that has an ensemble and everyone has a unique character?
It's always entertaining.
Okay.
There's always somebody doing some kind of masti on set for you to laugh. There's never a dull moment. Yeah.
There's never a dull moment.
Never a dull moment.
So what about the film? Tell me, what is that sequence that you feel was the most difficult and you cracked it pretty well?
What scene?
Yeah.
You're saying? A lot of them. I think doing comedy sometimes is the toughest to
It's
do
the
to make
toughest genre.
people laugh. But I think what I've realized is that your situation helps you a lot. Situational comedy. Like for example, in the trailer, if you've seen, everyone in the film is saying ki, you know how like, of course, even Salman sir is known as Bhai, Bhai, Bhai. And in the film, everyone's like Bhaijaan, Bhaijaan, Bhaijaan. But Bhagya Lakshmi, who's my character, doesn't want to call her Bhai, right?
She pauses every day.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what will she call? But because everyone's saying Bhaijaan, 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 the natural tendency is to go Bha, and then she realizes, oh my God, so she's like Bha, aapka bhai. You know what I mean? So that people have really liked, and it's kind of opened these new doors for me, because like the other day somebody was telling, "Arey, your comic timing," and I said, "Really?" Because I didn't even realize that it was going to be. People have liked it, appreciated, and that's a good thing.
That's amazing. But we stand in a film which is a pan-India project, let's say. You are the poster, one of the poster girl of the pan-India movement. Let's just say that.
Thank
You have
you.
6 blockbusters to your name. But then, when people talk to you about the 2 failures, which are the latest ones, what does it do to you personally, rather than a global view?
I think you have to just keep working. Today, they say when were the 6 blockbusters, like you said, happened, people were writing good things. Now people are writing about the two. You give them another hit film, they'll talk about the hit film. So you move on from it. What are you going to say about it? Like, God has been really kind to me. There was those 6 back-to-back hits and like amazing films. I'm known by my characters, which I think is a very big compliment.
And dance numbers.
And my dance numbers. Arabic Kuttu was like on every reel, every single reel. When I went to Chennai and I went to the beach, I remember I thought nobody is going to recognize me so much. And when I went there, everyone's like, Butta Mama, Butta Mama. And I'm like, oh my God, I've become Butta Mama. So that's the biggest compliment ever. You have to concentrate on the positive. And I'm working. So that helps. I'm doing this film. I have a Mahesh Babu film with 3 Vikrams are coming up. There's 3 more announcements yet to be made. So it's good.
That's amazing. But what makes you so zen? Because I've never seen you react to rumors, and there are plenty about you out there. What makes you so zen? Because if it was me, I would just go to my balcony and be like, guys, chill. It's not me.
We can't sit and respond to all these rumors, Every time there's a rumor, sometimes I'm like, what are people writing? But then I'm like, it's okay, because as long as they're writing something about you. But you can't go out there and stand on your balcony and say anything, because then it gets amplified more, and you don't need to justify to every single thing that's out there, because at one time then you don't justify also. People will be like, matlab ye sach hai, but you're just tired of justifying. So you just let it be, you let it go. When new content comes, they will talk about the new content, is what I've realized.
And as they're talking about the new content, which is you are replacing Kareena in Bajrangi, Bhaijaan, where is that coming from?
I want to know do you know where it's coming
No.
from? Because I read about my life in the newspapers. I'm like, my mom sent me the same article with a question mark on it. So I love reading about myself. Ki, Acha, ye main aaj ye kar rahi hu. One day it said I was in, something about when I was in Hyderabad, but I was not even in Hyderabad at that time. So every time I read these articles, I'm so amused that it all is coming together like that. But theek hai, it's great. It's good to be entertained, and अच्छा भी तो लिखते हैं. It's not like they don't. Yeah, so they write good things also. So let's put it out there in the universe.
On that note, what has been the best compliment so far?
So many. I think the biggest
It's been 10 years, right?
I think the biggest compliment has been when my actors and my directors repeat me. To me, if somebody puts their money where their mouth is, that's the biggest compliment. I mean, this is my 2nd film with Mahesh Babu.
Exactly.
It's my 3rd film with 3 Vikram sir. I've done 2 films with Harish Shankar sir. I've done 2 films with Allu Arjun. So every time I've done 2 films with Varun Tej. So every time I get repeated, and I'm, it's such a big compliment that my producers, directors, actors want to work with me again, because that is a testament to your work.
That's amazing. But then when these scripts come to you, Pooja, what is that parameter you take that I won't do this or I'll do this?
There's no like a single parameter.
There's no.
No, there's no single parameter. I feel sometimes I work with a director because I'm a fan of the director.
Okay.
I want to just work and be part of the project. Like with Rohit Shetty, I just wanted to work with Rohit sir, and I think it was great because he's such a warm person. So I loved working with him. And there are sometimes you want to just be part of a beautiful script. Even if your role is small, you feel like, no, I really want to be part of this,
It makes you feel happy.
It makes you feel that good that you were part of such a beautiful film. And sometimes you do a film because you love your character in it, you love your role in it. So it's a balance of everything.
That's amazing. But having said that, you're reuniting with Mahesh sir after Maharshi.
Yeah.
How does that feel and what's happening there? What can you tell me
We've
about
just
that?
started shooting that, and we it's great because the synergy is so different now, because I know all these people, I've worked with them before, but it's new energies where this combination has not happened before with Trivikram sir, Mahesh Babu and me. So I think that is refreshing, and you're going to see me in a different like look as compared to what you've seen me in South films or in Trivikram sir film. So it's going to be completely different.
Maybe a new dance number?
Of course, there's a new dance number.
There is?
Pura purana wala karenge. It's going to be a new dance number. Of course, I hope it's a hit dance number. Yeah.
Okay, and we're hoping it is.
Yeah.
It will be. But after having conquered all this, having some of the biggest directors work with you, having some of the greatest co-stars, what is left to conquer in your bucket
Oh my
list?
God, there's so much more. There is so much more. There's so many more directors I want to work with, actors that I want to work with, so many different kind of roles I want to play, genres that I've not done. I have a long way to go.
Have a long way to go. So what is that bucket list film? Let's just shape your film, like a director, a co-star, and your, say, contemporary actors.
I'd love to work with Ranbir. I'd love to work with Sriram Raghavan. I think he's an amazing director. Sanjay Leela Bhansali is also, I think he's just a mastermind and makes these beautiful films. Raju Hirani, so many directors that I want to work with. Yeah, Zoya. So many directors. I'm blanking out right now, but my list is very long. I'm very hungry for all these directors to work with me. In Telugu, there are so many people I want to work with and do a proper film, like a full-fledged film with actors. Surya, I want to work with him. Nani, a lot of people.
That's amazing.
See, you were expecting a 2-word answer. I gave you
wasn't.
a 3-line, 3-page answer.
But if all of you guys are watching this interview, you're the actor.
Please,